welcome to our 16th year. I'm Patty Nilsson, and as founder, I am overjoyed to see all these returning members and all these new faces tonight for what we promise to be. We think it's going to be our best year of riding and adventure and growing together in 2025. So we're going to spend about 30 minutes going through this deck. Many of you have heard it before, but there's always good reminders. Go ahead and forward for me. Thank you. We're going to talk about who we are and what we're going to do this year. So our mission as Petunia Mafia is to welcome women, we're women only, to road, gravel, and mountain bikers to join our community. And you noted, I highlighted community in pink because we are so much more than the bike, even though that's how we've all met. It has fostered these unbelievable friendships. And I just met a new woman and she's like, well, I'm just excited to come on Wednesday nights, the second Wednesday of each month, and shop at Rags with all these women. We really don't ask anything of you. We don't care if you buy a kit. We don't care if you don't do any rides. We hope you do. We think you will. The one thing we ask is to just follow our values, which is to be kind, to be friendly to cars, the community, and most importantly, each other. We're safe and we're inclusive, and I think that's what's really brought us to 16 years. We've had fun kids, we've done fun rides, but it's just always remember that, okay? To give you a glance at what we look like, take a look at 2024 by the numbers. We had 392 members. When I looked this morning, and I know Kristen's gonna know this, we were at 212? Okay.
218.
Okay. Have already signed up for this year. Last year, we hosted 435 rides. We had 6 shopping nights here with Rags, our founding sponsor. 110 of us were at the Palooza. That's Sarah offers her farm to us in the spring, and we're going to do it again this year. We had 8 rides, and 110 members show up for a band and a picnic after. 10 trips we went on, and we ate 65 donuts at Yaya's. This team would not exist if it wasn't for our board, our captains, and our leaders. Our board of directors, I'm not a sappy person, but I just got choked up thinking about you guys. You are, you all teach me a lot. I appreciate you all. And I just can't tell you, I mean, I think this month, prepping for this, there was members that spent, each member, 100 hours in a month just working on this team, the level of detail. So just acknowledge them. Kristen Ditch, where are you? She's our director of marketing. So this deck, our sponsorship directory, our website, the monthly newsletters, all social media, our tech leader is all spearheaded by this amazing woman. Next up we have Kyla. Was our director of social last year, and I handed over sponsorship to her. So she obtains and retains our great sponsors and works with them throughout the year so that we put on events and specials so that they benefit from the team, we give back to them, and of course we're taking advantage of all those great businesses. Michelle Dixon, running AV over here. Probably our least sexy job, but the most important. She's doing our taxes, our insurance, our books, and everything behind the scenes very efficiently. And Valerie Elliott was our road captain last year and has now become our director of rides, trips, and events. Huge role. I mean, it's the cornerstone of what we do. She works hand in hand with Katie Sweeney and Elizabeth, where are you? Thank you. As our captains. So they together come and, if we're going to Palisade, they'll sit there, that example, but they'll figure out the rides and how we're getting there and who's leading them and then all the weekly rides. In addition, this year we brought back a cross boss. Romy is right here. state champion of cross last year. So we're gonna have a great leader, really cheerleading that category. Sarah Bates leads all our Swifties. And if you're a previous board member, if you're here, raise your hand. Thank you, Tanya. I can't see everybody. Again, totally laid the foundation for where we are today. And I'm gonna hand it over to Valerie and let her address all our amazing 25 ride leaders.
Yeah, I just want to give a really big shout out to all of our ride leaders who have these pink caps on. So if you're a ride leader, just raise your hand. We really cannot do this without all of you. It really is the effort that all of the ride leaders put in that allow us to have these 400 rides that we put on every year. So you'll get to learn them much more on all of our rides this year. All right, and we'll see.
Oh, sorry. In this place. So a lot of this will sound familiar to folks who've been on the team, but I just wanted to, we want to take a minute to just talk about some of our rides. We have all levels, all genres. So that is, obviously we have cross, we have fat bike, we have mountain bike, we have gravel, we have road, we have Swifties, and then maybe even some track riders this year from what I hear. And we have weekday rides and weekend rides every single week. Basically, we start those as soon as the weather allows and go until the weather does not allow. And what we're going to do this year, we're going to have a new member ride. I think we may have done that last year. We're going to do this for all genres this coming year. So if you're new for mountain biking or road or gravel, come join us for our new member ride. And then, of course, we're going to do some of our favorites, our weekday rides, Bow Mountain, Chappie, Happy Hours, Flagstaff Fridays, Lookout Thursdays, NCAR Repeats, which is not my favorite, sorry. Batasso, Hall Ranch, Marshall Mesa are some of our regular rides that we do pretty consistently throughout the year, weekday and weekend. And then some of our big favorites, Old Fall River, Yaya's, where we eat all the donuts, which is amazing. We have Gold Hill and Hygiene, Loveland, Guanella, Petunia Mafia, Buffalo Creek, Wellens Pass, and Kenosha. We did not, I don't know if we did Kenosha last year, I can't remember. I think we did it on a Friday that I couldn't go. So this year we're going to do it on a weekend. And yeah, and obviously always up for from our ride leaders. We couldn't do any of this without their help and their guidance, and also their great ideas of new things. Rollins Pass was something we hadn't done before, I think 2 years ago, and one of our members and ride leaders wanted to do it, so that's on our regular schedule now. So anyway, thank you. I don't know who's next. Katie?
All right, so following up on the rides, we have a lot of resources on our website about our rides. So just pointing out, we have, Elizabeth mentioned all levels and all genres. We have this ride levels, green, blue, and black on our website. If you click on the plus sign next to it, it will be a drop down that explains the ride levels for each genre. So if you want more details about that and what kind of rides we do, that's a great resource for you. We have a route library connected to Ride with GPS. So I went through and updated this in the last few days, and we have over 200 routes on there now of every genre, and it will list all our regular rides. It will list out by level, by distance, by elevation. So if you just want to find a route out there, you can pop on the website and go. Also on here, we have our rules and safety and guidelines on our website. So we're not going to go through all that tonight, but if you go into the club information and their policies and safety, you will be able to read through all our policies. And just pointing out, we do allow e-bikes. If you have an e-bike, definitely read through that policy and make sure whatever route or ride you're on, you're allowed to be on an e-bike on that. Yeah, I think that's it on that page. So, you know me, I am very big into racing and events. So last year and the years before, we kind of like pointed out which rides or races we're endorsing. This year we're changing it, and we're gonna let you all decide. So on Team Snap, we've already posted a ton of races. So if you're registered for those races, say that, or RSVP to it and let us know that you are, and the more people are going to those races, we will support you. So that means training rides, we'll get with ride leaders, set up some training rides, do happy hours, shakeout rides, and we can coordinate travel and Airbnbs and all that fun stuff too. So if you're registered for an event, let us know. If there isn't an event on Team Snap and you want it to be there, reach out to me and I'll add it for you. With that, we also get a lot of discounts from races. So those are listed on the directory, but they're also listed on Team Snap. If you're registering for an event and you don't see a discount, reach out before you register and we might be able to get you a discount for them. Another way to be part of these races is to volunteer. We love to give back to these races because they're giving us such great discounts. So if you don't want to race, consider volunteering, and you might get a free entry to another race under them. Or if you just want to be involved, volunteering is a great way to be involved with us. And I've kind of listed out all our big events throughout the year. We have a ton that we go to. I don't know, we have like Med Gravel, Salida 76, Triple Bypass, Dirty Edge, Rad Dirt, Grand Traverse, all the fun stuff. So if you don't see a race listed on our website or on Team Snap, let me know and I can add it for you.
All right, let's talk about trips. We have renovated our trip calendar this year to bring you just an array of adventures and awesome trips to go on with us. Beginning the year in Tucson, registration is still open. We do still have a few spots left. So if you are an experienced gravel rider and looking to get a jump start on your season training, and you've been debating going on the Tucson trip, I encourage you to check it out. You can find the details and the link to register on Team Snap. Our big season kickoff this year is being slightly shifted from Palisade to its beautiful neighboring town of Fruta, where we will be glamping at a state park. It will be absolutely gorgeous. We're still going to do all the same rides that we typically do across road, gravel, and mountain, and all ride levels. This is one of my favorite trips. I have to say, we have so many just lovely new members that attend this kickoff trip, and this is a really great cornerstone for building those friendships and connections in the beginning of the season. So I highly, highly encourage you to check out our season kickoff trip. Next is Colorado Springs. This is being newly added to the calendar this year. There's so much untapped potential that we haven't even explored in the Springs for both road and gravel. So hopefully the weather permits and we can get to the top of Pikes Peak this year, and also several gravel rides and maybe even a little fun adventure up the Colorado Incline, maybe? So lots of fun in the Springs this year. Next, Summit County in the middle of summer. Super convenient but still so many just amazing fun rides up in the mountains to do together. We did already organize a group campsite, so accommodations will be much easier this year than they were last year. And again, this will be across all bike genres and bike levels. Crested Butte, my personal favorite. You guys did ask for this, and so we more than happily are pleased to deliver this to you. Crested Butte is just the mecca of mountain biking. And whether you are an experienced mountain biker or whether you're like me and trying to figure out how to use my hardtail, there will be a ride for you in Crested Butte. So I do really want to say it's open to all levels. I know there's also been a request for the Grand Traverse route, and so yes, we will try to get a full Petunia group ride to do the Grand Traverse from Aspen to Crested Butte on that weekend. Yeah.
Considering doing gravel?
Yes-ish. So I've got a route planned. it will be on the schedule. I'm planning like a gravel / mountain bike route where it's not single track and it's just gonna be epic.
So will I come up on the mountain bike? So will I still see it?
So she's asking about gravel rides in Crested Butte. It is very, very mountain bike heavy, so I think it's mostly gonna be appropriate to post on the mountain bike channel, but I do encourage gravel riders, if you're not yet on the mountain bike channel, I can add you to that. There are some rides that will be kind of friendly. I know there's been gravel bikers that want to experiment with those mountain bike kind of rides, and so this would be a good opportunity for that. Steamboat, we will go to in the fall to experience the changing fall leaves in a vast array of champagne gravel, as we know Steamboat has. And also lots of great mountain biking up there on the mountain. And last but not least, we are bringing back one European trip this year to the Petunia calendar. We will do either road or gravel riding. It will just be an amazing, all-inclusive Petunia tour in Europe. Please be on the lookout for an info call that will be scheduled to get all the details and information on that trip.
And there's a lot that we do that's not on bikes. It's on bikes, but it may be a little bit different. So these are just some of the other things that we offer. One is we have arrangements for bike fittings. If anybody needs that, if somebody does, I know I do actually for one of the bikes that I have. This is a good opportunity to get your bike fitting nicely. We have clinics, and the clinics are anywhere from skills clinics on the mountain bike that's hosted by BMA to maintenance clinics. I don't know other ones that are not coming off the top of my head, but we have lots of great opportunities to learn. And we have some of those clinics are taught by pros too. And so definitely look, we will have these things mostly posted, I think, in different places, but look not just on your gravel or your road or your mountain bike, but some of these things will be posted on the Petunia page for schedules. And then we have fat biking, which is my personal favorite. In fact, we're going to have a newbie fat biking day where we have an agreement with Tin Shed to have some really great bikes at a good price. So look for that coming in February. And then if anybody didn't do the summer co-ed ride last year, those were really fun. We're going to continue those this year. And then how many people do the BFit classes? Yay! So I have not been to one, but BFit classes are an opportunity to get strength training off the bike. And we have those classes. Are they going on right now, Patty?
Yep.
They are.
Brenda's
Okay.
here actually.
Oh, yay! Oh, sweet. Okay.
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays. Awesome.
Where are they?
Those are posted on the every.
We're on the calendar, or where's BFit?
Where's BFit?
Oh,
20.
would you like to?
Yeah.
You have to stand up because I'm sorry, I don't know.
Hi, I'm Brenda. I gotta say, when Patty started to cry, I started to cry because I have never experienced such an amazing group of women as the Petunia Mafia. And the people that come, Robin, Patty, everyone, Romy, Katie, Virginia, Tara, Tanya, Susan, I mean, Michelle every now and then. It's just a wonderful group, and I can't tell you guys how much to me, it's not about the money, it's about the experience, and it's about the camaraderie. And on this photo right here, you can barely see it, but there's 16 women all standing on my fit walls, flexing their muscles, and Ashley is like right in the front, like, and she's got these new biceps that are just to die for. But we have Tuesday night classes 5:30 to 6:30, and Thursday night classes 5 to 6, and we've had a bunch of requests for a 7 a.m. class. Celestia, on Thursday morning, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. So, and if you come at any point, you can see Julie dancing and singing.
Brenda, tell them where you're located.
Oh, where are we located? And then there's Holly. We are at 2408 Arapahoe Avenue, and it is right in between Cold Stone Creamery and Pizza Hut. So it's a great location. But it's right in that Joanne Fabric shopping center.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Petunia.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Brenda. And then we're going to do crits this year. That is new. We haven't done that in the past. And then
our crits, but
we're going to join.
supporting and
Joining. We're joiners. Huh?
Criterium races. So Barry Lee, who puts on Ned Gravel, Longmont Gravel, and he does the TNT Tuesday nights, which is typically a lot of men. Some juniors, I think, did it last year. They're going to start having the pros come out and do a women's only and beginner racing clinics. So
That's awesome.
and trying not to break your basically.
And the last thing is just this year what we haven't seen in a few years is velodrome nights. So I loved that when we did it years and years ago. Woohoo! I know we have lots of folks who have ridden on the track. If you haven't, when we do those, you should totally come. It's an amazing experience. And I think that is all that I had on that. So I don't know who's next.
Might be wrong.
Romy.
And if anybody's into shorter races, then cyclocross might be for you. So cyclocross races are only 45 minutes long. You can do it. and they're super fun. Lots of fun. So we are offering practices where I will show you how to mount and dismount, and then we will get some pros to put on clinics for you to show you all the skills. And then we will do course pre-rides, so you can actually try out the course and then still not race if you don't want to. And then there will be use a cycling membership, then there will be a team tent, and there will be champagne and bacon. So even if you are only slightly curious, sign up on Team Snap for the cyclocross channel. So the cyclocross season starts in August, so it's actually quite late. So please sign up, because otherwise you won't get any information and then you might not come. So I want you all to join, and it's very inclusive. And just even if you just want to tip your toes into it and then say, no, it's not for me, but please come. Be cool. Okay.
All right, hi everybody, I'm Sarah Bates. I lead our Zwift effort on Petunias. Zwift is pretty fun in the winter and maybe not so user friendly. So I'm here and the rest of the team is here to help make it something really fun and a way to connect with other Petunias in the winter. Or if you're injured, or if it's rainy, or you only have like an hour or 45 minutes to ride. So we have recurring meetups. So this means that you sign up on your trainer. Does anybody here, raise your hand if you don't know what Zwift is? Okay, so Zwift is it's an app that you use to ride your trainer at home. So in your basement, if you have a setup, it requires a lot of equipment, but if you have that kind of thing already, it definitely is a fun way to make it maybe a little less painful and a little less lonely. So yeah, it looks like this, and what we do is we have recurring rides a couple times a week, and you can join and ride together. It doesn't matter what you're riding at home or how fast you're riding. We set it up so that everybody goes the same speed together, and we chit chat. We're on the phone, just chit chatting the whole time, and it really feels fun, and it passes the time, and it's a nice way to get to know people really well. They also have racing, which is super fun, but not a requirement. And from time to time, we'll do just kind of like intro intro to Zwift sessions, where if you have questions, if you like are interested but have no idea what's involved and just want the whole rundown, we'll set you up. All right.
All right, so Team Snap is our portal where we have all of our communication for the team. Once you register for your membership of the year, you will be automatically added to our Team Snap teams. This is where you can see all of the rides, the races, the events, the trips, everything going on. And you can also RSVP. So Katie alluded to earlier RSVPing for races. You'll do that on Team Snap, as well as registering for all of the rides you attend. I can't stress enough how important it is to RSVP for the things you're going to be doing, because all of the ride leaders count so heavily on knowing who's coming to their rides and who's showing up. So please use the Team Snap to RSVP for anything that you choose to attend. We have teams set up for all of the different bike genres. So if you're new to our club, you'll notice it'll be like road, mountain, gravel, cyclocross, and indoor. We also have an everything off the bike channel. So we're super social, right? So if you need that dentist recommendation or that uphill ski partner every Friday has been like the going thing lately, or the pet sitter, any of that, please put that in the off the bike channel. Anything related to tire pressure, bikes, any of that can go in like specific bike genres related to what you need help with. So please use this as your main form of chat with all our team members. You can also opt in and out of the different genres and set up your notifications. I do highly recommend, though, keeping your notifications turned on, especially in the height of our season, so you can be sure to be updated on what's going on. If you're unsure how to do that, we have a very good Team Snap FAQ on our webpage that you can check out. You can also reach out to me. I'm more than happy to assist you with any Team Snap trouble that you're having. It could be a little bit wonky, but I'm here to make it easier for you. And then lastly, we're now ad-free, so no more ad pop-ups on your app. What's next? Kyla? Yeah, all right.
I'm Kyla. I'm in charge of social and sponsors, which go hand in hand very well. I think the Petunia Mafia is built on a love of cycling, adventure, and community. And we are lucky enough to have local businesses, a lot of them teammate owned, who support us and also share those passions. They fuel us up, they gear us up, and they help us celebrate after. All of your wine tonight was donated by Scarpetta. They allow us to have fun and do what we do, and we are so lucky to have them in our community. Our main sponsors this year are Boxwell and a new sponsor, Good Life Brands. Boxwell is a personal friend. They live in the area, and they do so much for us. Good Life is they have two different divisions. One is endurance electrolyte drinks and recovery drinks. They're just getting into the endurance business. They're avid athletes. Before that, they have a huge ranch and are a protein brand. And they're going to cater our farm picnic this year. And we get big discounts on both, so check it out. Under that, we have so many amazing sponsors. We have Walter's Rags, who's been with us for 16 years. Tracy Jake is a teammate and an amazing, wonderful, compassionate realtor. Scarpetta for the wine, Bobo's for the bars, Colorado Concussion to keep you safe and healthy. BeFit, Edward Jones. Professional services that we recommend and our people on our team are so important. Women-owned businesses, Boulder Dermatology, and Payroll Vault. We are lucky enough to have most of the bike shops in town give us deals, and I'm going to call them out real quick so that you remember to look at them. They're amazing. Our new sponsor this year is University Bicycles. They are offering us 15% off accessories, parts, and clothing, 25% off Cannondale with complimentary assembly. This is a huge exclusive offer just for Petunias. 25% off fittings and 25% off your suspension service through March. Excel is a longtime sponsor and offers us 30% off. They also host many clinics throughout the year, helping us learn how to clean our bikes and service them. Highly attended and very valuable. IOG offers 20% off of bike fitting. Full Cycle, 10% off of fitting. Jamie is an awesome woman who will help you out over there if you're interested. And Boulder Cycle Sport offers us 10% off of everything and often hosts rides for us, followed by mimosas. These are our bronze sponsors, and many of these are teammates. They are in our sponsor directory, and if you look through your sponsor directory, you will find so many discounts that are only for us that you can easily pay off your membership plus more. If you go in there and just anything you need throughout the year, check the directory. And if there's anything you'd like us to include, let us know. But this is what we have for now, and it is all people in our community that we know and trust. And you can see in the directory it's laid out. So it's very clickable. You'll go in and you'll just click bikes and gear, see all of the possibilities. This is Sean. She makes amazing bike bags. And you can find what you need. Yay. And the what? Codes, yeah.
Okay, I think I'm what is standing between you and kits, so I'm going to be pretty quick, but I do have important stuff, so please listen. My name's Kristen Ditch. I head up the marketing for the club. I will just say to start off, if you take pictures on a ride, if you take videos on a ride, find me on Team Snap, text me. I love getting text messages with random photos and videos from rides, so thank you in advance. But where can you find all of the good information tonight and then throughout the season about the club? We are on Instagram and we are on Facebook. Kyla just went through all of our amazing sponsors. Please post photos from our rides or our events. But if you also purchase anything from any of our sponsors, please feel free to post those on your stories. Please feel free to post those on your pages and be sure to tag those sponsors. That allows us to continue those relationships and continue to get those discounts. Our website, you've probably already found. All of the pictures of the website that you saw tonight are going to look very different in 2 hours, but all the information is in the same place. So it looks different, but all the information is in the same spot. Our website's petuniamafia.com. Some of the pages that are in the members section are password protected, and you are going to get your Welcome to the Mafia newsletter this evening if you have registered by the time you leave here. By the time you leave here, you have to be registered. And then you'll get the Welcome to the Mafia newsletter tonight. In there is going to have the password for all of those password protected pages. It's going to have a link to the sponsor directory. It's going to have a link to all of the information about the kit as well as the kit store. And it is beautiful. So definitely make sure you keep an eye out for that email this evening. And then on the first of every month, we send out a newsletter. And so if you're wanting to keep an eye on what are the cool rides we're doing this month, or when is a new trip getting announced and where's the FAQ for that, or what cool sponsor events are going on, check out the newsletter. Please do not mark us as spam. Let me know if you want me to unsubscribe you. Next one, please. Our website, like I said, this is what it looks like right now. It's going to look different in 2 hours, but on our website, we do have pages that are for information about the club. So if you're curious about that ride library or the trips, I saw a bunch of people taking pictures of the trips and all of those dates. Head to the club info, you're going to see those there as well as the ride guidelines. And then our member content and all of our member pages are those ones that are behind the password. That's going to be our gear swap sheet. That's going to be our sponsor directory that Kyla just went through. So make sure you just click around, explore, and then let me know if you have any feedback. And then, is that it for me? Oh, one more thing. We do like to do stuff, as Kyle mentioned, we have amazing partners in the community. We love them, and we want to make sure that we are continuing to be like a conduit for all of the cool things going on in Boulder and the surrounding area. So make sure you're following the Petunia channel for anything that we're going to be promoting, or the Off the Bike channel if it's not something that is a club-sponsored event. But we will be posting things on there. We did a movie premiere a couple months ago. We do other cool races. You can coordinate your own stuff in the chat.
But keep an eye out for speakers. We've done some really cool speaker events that are nutrition or fitness. Our shopping nights here are fabulous. My whole outfit is from Bryce. And our picnic and our parties are just so much fun. Several of those are already on the calendar. So make sure you go in and please RSVP so we can get enough food and bev for everyone. But we would love to see you at all of those events. And I think that's it for me.
I'm Michelle, I'm the treasurer on the board. And so now we've heard about all the amazing cool things you get with membership with Petunia Mafia. And so next question is probably, what does membership cost? So we are a $150 annual fee, which we worked really hard to make sure that it's the same as what it was last year. We know a lot of things are going up in cost, so we really want to make sure for you guys that we're keeping things the same as they were last year. And what you kind of get for that annual fee, all the things you previously heard about. So it also covers our operational costs like insurance, licenses, our technology, website, those emails that are going out, our team snap, and then the parties and happy hours that we provide throughout the year. And then benefits from being on the team. We've got these amazing kits that Patty's going to talk about here in just a moment. The rides that are led by our ride leaders, the trips, picnics, clinics, and sponsor deals. And then we also have surprise and delight things throughout the year where we'll pay for happy hours at the end of rides and different things like that. And now we have a raffle. So is there anybody who doesn't have a raffle ticket? Somebody has the...
You know your tickets.
Somebody has a roll of tickets. Oh, okay. What's that? Okay.
She's making a big raffle.
Nice to meet you. Your documentary
She can get it. Okay, if you need a ticket yet, raise your hand really high. Did you find them?
Oh, we're good? Oh, one person needs a ticket. Oh, God. She's got him. Diane got it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Anyone else need tickets?
Okay, so last year we had around 30 members in Ned Gravel, and we have a free entry to Ned Gravel, which is on July 12th. And also, just so you guys know, they also offer a discount for the entry fee too. 590492. Yep, 492.
Oh, that's me.
I have a few more to put in, so you have to mix it up.
I'm gonna mix it. 492? Nice job.
Member and sponsor Lindsay Letman has been kind enough to donate a free massage. And Lindsay also offers a 10% discount all year to members. $497.
Yay!
I know.
That's a good price.
Next is, if you're ready for a winter adventure, we have a free entry to Old Man Winter. So all those people who love the cold, not me. $474. $474. Oh, 474. And lastly, Brenda here, who's spoke about BFIT earlier, has donated a 10-punch card to her classes. 559.
There's a bunch of goodies. Got it?
Sorry, I got a couple.
You guys are being generous listeners. Sorry, I know we're excuse me, going a little bit long. We are going to talk about kids. This time of year, start looking at reports and trends for spring summer 2025. What's happening out in the fashion world? Hearing a lot about minty greens and deep forest teal greens. We're going to be on point. We're going to incorporate those into the kits. We're seeing them in household goods, nail polish, active wear. The Pantone color of the year, as you've probably all seen, is this Mocha Mousse, so we were just ahead of ourselves last year. We're going to sprinkle a little bit of that in, and beginning to see a little bit more vibrant colors in fashion as well. Then I tend to look at what's going on in cycling, and it's on the next slide, specifically like brands like Pan Normal and MAP. Still a lot of solid kits, not a lot of prints, unconventional colors, and the also controversial white shorts. So put that all together, and somehow my brain came up with this for this year. That is not, I don't want to turn on the lights yet because you won't see the slides, so let's get through them and then you guys can all come up here. But the shorts are actually pre-dyed. We're not printing a color or pattern on them, and it's this really gorgeous, deep forest green that I think is going to look great on everybody. Just for fun, just on the road bib, I am going to throw in white because there's going to be 3 of us that'll buy it this summer, but it is available. The jerseys, we have swatches. You guys can even start to drag those up if you want to. This is kind of like traditional roadie stuff, right? The long sleeve jersey will be the same dark shade. The lighter jersey, it's going to be a tad lighter. White's so electric. These are still our first swatches that we got in, and you guys are welcome to cruise around. And then we'll just jump ahead. So, Michelle, if you don't mind showing them gravel, I'm going to come back and tell you about some of the select pieces. We are going to have this awesome wool button-down shirt and party shirts that are ultra lightweight, stretch woven that you can ride in, cargo gravel bibs, tech tees, and then we get into mountain biking collection and amazing outerwear. So jackets are going to be more high-vis color in the rose and pink. We have capris and tights this year with chamois. I don't think we've ever had a cycling capri before, and it's always been asked for. Again, I'm just gonna go top level really quick, and then we can come back to all this, but we have a new clothing brand partner. I think it's on the next slide. This is just the whole collection together. You can go one more. So Giordano, I think most of you are familiar. They are about a 50-year-old Italian brand. The founder, was actually an elite cyclist, and Giordana, the daughter, is now kind of at the helm in North Carolina in the office in the States. They're working with a lot of Boulder teams. They're showing up at a lot of events, and they worked as hard. We just taught it. Petunia has been lovely to work with. It's just time to do something fresh, and I think there's going to be a really great value in this product. They work with a bunch of pro teams, very sustainable brand, recycled fabrics, water-based inks, recyclable packaging. And they've got this great collection of Beyond Gravel, which are some of the pieces I want to just show you quickly that we haven't had in our collection before. Go to the next one, thanks, Michelle. Better value, what I mean by that is for like products, Giordano's pricing is the same or better. I'm going to give you a great example. If we speak in last year's language, the Ascent jersey and bib are now going to be $65. That's about a 30 to 40% lower price than we've been at in the past. So that's where we sell the most of our volume. I think the one piece like that's more is probably their high-end jersey, and it's just because they're Italian fabrics and some of them are welded instead of sewn. So it's justified, but those pieces are a little bit higher. Again, if you go to like tech tees and arm warmers and all of that, it's basically the same price. Things like outerwear, I'm just gonna jump in and grab a couple things to show you. It's what they call like a 2.5 layer, so actually waterproof fabrics with pockets in the back. So of course we're gonna pay more, but it's just much more make in the product, as they say in the trade. We have over in the corner, you guys are all so excited to see each other. We have 3 rolling racks of almost every single style and every single size. Some of them are unisex and they go down to 3 extra small, and every piece goes up to 5 extra large. So like everybody in your family can basically fit in something they make. We are gonna have a little custom rubber patch on all the pieces that says Petunia Mafia. Let me just grab, sorry you guys. And again, I'm going top level because there's 100 of us in here, and we're going to spend a lot more time talking about this next week. Of course, I didn't grab the jerseys. Sorry, guys. All right, what you want to just take away really quickly tonight is there is basically 2 jerseys that are like an Ascent and a Summit from last year. Very different fit. I actually went down a size in their base level jersey, and the higher level jersey I might upsize because it's so tight. They also have a summer jersey. If any of you ride in like Panormal or some of the high-end Rafa stuff, this is like either weight. This is what I was telling you is raw cut, welded. This is really like poised as a summer jersey. So we kind of have 2 price points, 2 fits, and then we get this like specialty jersey. And also for Tanya and all our wool people, we have a traditional cycling jersey with back pockets. Look at her. Thank you. You're welcome. In wool. We have a lot of pieces in wool for those who are fans. There's basically 3 bibs. Again, the 2 different price fits that you guys can just get to the rack and feel. But I really want to show you with one hand. This is the gravel bib that the woman has on in the picture. This is not. And that's similar to what I'm doing though. The spots will actually be in the Ride Forest green color. These side panels you see in black are Cordura. It's the fabric they use, in packs, so highly abrasion resistant in the crash prone areas. 2 Gorko pockets, and then in the back bib, if you can see, more stash pockets. It's a little bit tight when you put it on, but it's laser cut, there's no gripper. Once you get it on, it's like, wow, truly second skin. I think this is gonna be my go-to bib this season. But the high-end bib, I've actually been riding in for the last 6 months, and I love it. They're a little bit longer, the gripper's wider, and on the high-end bib, there's 2 different inseams, so note that on the store. About an inch difference between them. Is there anything else on that back side really quick? What's that? They do not. That's one thing I know when we were looking at all of our different brands. There is also just, Ostroy, several brands are doing these shirts. You'll have to come feel it. It's crazy light. You would actually ride in this, and if you're a cool girl at Steamboat, you would unzip from the bottom and you tie it. It seems to be the trend, is what they tell me. We also have things like very lightweight, stretchy microfiber gravel tees. So this one, for example, has 4 pockets in the back. Killer, right? These are unisex, so they do go down to 3 extra small. But the other thing I just want to point out is this is the one. They make the same one though, without pockets, and there's a little bar tack on the side. And they tell you, because again, the trend, if you go look at like specialized women's tees right now, they're all cropped. They actually suggest you can take scissors and create a straight edge across the bottom of the bar tack if you prefer to wear it cropped. I thought that's kind of fun. Other than that, there's wool t-shirts, there's 3/4 mountain bike polyester t-shirts, but even like the jackets are super form-fitting, laser cut pockets. I mean, very, very feminine fit. So I've been super impressed, all the way down to their socks and gloves, which we have in bins in the back. Okay, so we can cruise along. The way this is gonna work is the store is open. It is live. That will be in your welcome email in 2 hours. The store is open until February 5th. We mean it, February 5th, 2 weeks. We're gonna get a bunch of orders tomorrow. There's gonna be nothing, and then they're all gonna come in at midnight on the 5th. I know this. Can't say enough thank you to Rags. 16 years I've been working with Margaret and Ken, and Every year, it's not even asked. Yep, we're supporting you guys again. And so they're good enough. Another bonus of that is they can house the fit kits here for 2 weeks. Let's do them right, you guys. If their dressing rooms are busy, be patient. Please, for our sake, put things back, and for your fellow members' sake, if you can even get it in size. You know, we're visitors here. So those kits will be here for 2 weeks. I will come back. Well, I'll be here often, but I will definitely be back next Monday at 5 to 7, along with the Giordano rep. And so if you guys wanna, we're all gonna get naked, and we've got all the dressing rooms, next rooms. Any questions you have, we can get through this in a lot more detail. The product will ship directly to your house. It does take 8 weeks. It has to come from Italy to North Carolina to your house. There is a $16 fee that's similar to what we were paying in the past. There will be continuing rolling open stores if you want to reorder. However, it is a little bit longer lead time, and we're going to continue to open the store 1 month at a time through the spring and probably early summer. From then, we're going to take a look at orders. It might be more like every 2 months. And like all custom brands, once you order, it is final, and there is no returns. We do offer, of course we have a Google shared sheet that works really well for swapping items. And also there's a sale worksheet on there, so if you have bikes or accessories or cycling-centric things you want to put out to the team, it's easier than just trying to send out a bunch of messages. We can all go to that list. Whew. Do I have more to go? No, okay. Through a lot